welcome to Sunny Kitchen. I'm Esther. In today's show, I'm at Ciscalo restaurant, and today we really have it totally different. You won't have to look at the onions, the tomatoes being chopped. What we are going coffee today, and tonight we have a number of items to make. We have the espresso, cappuccino, we have the hot chocolate, we have the latte, and finally the espresso macquae. They are really hard to mention, but I believe they're very easy to make. So don't go away, just be my witness. Follow me to the kitchen. Let's cook. I'm in the kitchen right now with barista Gerard. He's going to take us through three kinds of coffee. Either we are starting with the latte, or the cappuccino, or the espresso. Hi, barista.
Hi, Esther.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, good.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, what are we making first?
Today I'm going to take you through three products. We shall first of all start with an espresso. An espresso is always a base of each and every item that is served on the coffee menu.
Okay.
Yes. Today we are going to start with an espresso, and an espresso is going to be extracted from the coffee. An espresso is just an extracted beverage straight out from the machine. Yeah. We are going to use the coffee. It's a balanced body coffee blend, positioned to make a balanced cup to its perfection. Here, what I'm doing, I'm trying to tamp to make sure that the coffee is tamped well, and when it is hooked, this coffee machine uses force to extract the espresso. So what I really need to look at is the all contents from the coffee. Espresso usually takes 18 seconds as I count. So I've made for you a single shot of espresso, which is here. Ready to be served?
Oh, as fast as that?
Yes.
Really?
It is served with a biscuit on the side and sugar on the side. And a glass of water. Why we serve water with espresso? It is good to clean your throat or the palate.
Before you take the espresso?
After taking the espresso, you use the water to clean your palate.
I thought it was for diluting since it's very complex.
You can even taste, it's very nice.
It's really nice.
Exactly. Then you have a glass of water. So the service sequence, that's how it moves. Then after that, you can share your biscuit or a cookie, or you can add in sugar in case you want. But if first of all, if the coffee is fresh, like the volcano coffee, you don't need to add in sugar. Why you add in sugar when the coffee is not fresh? So we don't recommend sugar to be served with espresso.
One thing I learned about this, the espresso, it takes 18 seconds, like you saw it. 1, 2, 3 to 18 seconds to make this. You don't need that too much time to make the espresso. And he told us you serve it with water because it's a little thick. For those who are not good at thick coffee, freshen your throat with the water. Just stay watching as we look at our next cappuccino.
Espresso usually on the coffee menu acts as a base. Once you have an espresso, meaning you are able to generate more detailed beverages, which is in the menu list. Yeah. Now after espresso, we are going to do a cappuccino. A cappuccino usually goes by 3/3. Why?
3/3? What do you mean by
3/3. Why? It goes by a single shot of espresso, then milk, steamed hot milk, then finished with the silk frosted milk, which is commonly known as foam.
Foam.
Yes.
Okay.
So when we're making an espresso, a cappuccino, we also encourage, like, we should also apply a single shot, because some people prefer it not strong or strong. So it's a question. It's a question goes to the service personnel. How do you want your coffee to be served? Either served strong or light. But a standard recipe for cappuccino should be a single shot. Usually, like the coffee done, this is called a pack.
A what?
A pack. So usually we don't recommend to use
recycle.
Exactly, because all the coffee contents within that pack has been extracted. You get. So I immediately clean this like this into a notebox. I wipe it very well so that the fresh coffee doesn't find what?
Already been.
Exactly. Hey, you're now becoming one. Barista. Wonderful.
Yeah, I have to be one by
So,
the
doing this water filter carries exact 7 grams. So meaning I'm able to control my espresso, and also it helps the management to control on the food cost. So a barista is also a profession which is very fresh in the market.
Barista.
By think, yes. By think that which is coming up, and that's why I'm doing so. A cappuccino cup has to be served warm. Meaning I have to save the coffee from being served cold. Why I'm doing this, I have to make sure that the coffee I serve is freshly brewed, and also the temperature of it is okay. So I'm going to extract. I bring here my cup. I extract a single shot. I immediately get my steaming jug. I pour in milk.
Is that boiled milk or is
Milk.
fresh?
Fresh packed milk, and this milk should be pasteurized. We don't encourage organic milk or straight away from the cow. Yeah. Yes. So I pad a little bit. While I'm padding, I'm making sure that I'm cleaning the nozzles to make sure that I only get the steam. I don't need to find like the water clogged in will contaminate the milk. Instead, I'll be serving watery milk. Yet we want a fresh cappuccino, fresh coffee, fresh milk, something
Is
like that.
a cappuccino basically made of milk?
As I explained, cappuccino is made of 3/3. We have espresso as the base, then silk textured milk, then and froth milk, which is commonly known as foam. Yeah. Now I'm going to steam milk. Steaming milk, you only need to use the steam wand so that you can create the froth. You find a hissing sound. A hissing sound creates the froth, the bubbles. Then, as you avoid the hissing sound, you create the froth.
Okay.
Exactly. So you basically play it using the steam wand, which is called this. That's a hissing sound. And the milk should be reading at least 60% as a boiling temperature. Beyond that, it's African coffee. So the milk is ready.
Oh.
Okay.
Early as that.
Yes. Yes, it is a bit thick because, as I told you, we need milk, then along with froth. So the thickness of it is what we call the foam. People who enjoy cappuccino really want to find that froth very well made, for maybe for the benefit of making the smooth enjoyment, something like that.
Okay.
So I bring my coffee here. So while I'm doing this, I'm avoiding the bubbles as I create the milk to be mixed up with froth. You see? I get my saucer. Biscuit. Spoon aside. And sugar. Served like this. The broth is silk smooth and it's almost a third of the cup. Then from here you find the milk. So that's what I was meaning, like going by 3/3. It's the milk.
Our cappuccino is ready, just like you can see it here. One thing about the cappuccino, different from the espresso, this one takes like 5 minutes. And for the milk fans, this is way to go because it has milk. You know? Just stay right there. Let's look at our next item, which is going to be the latte. I'm sure you're going to love it.
From the cappuccino, as I explained to you, espresso is always the best. As long as you have the espresso, you can get as many hot beverages on the menu list. So we saw what the cappuccino is. Ideally, the difference between a cappuccino and a latte is latte has more milk.
Latte has more milk?
Has more milk with less foam.
Okay.
This time we are going to have more milk with less foam, but the cappuccino has equal parts.
Milk and the foam.
Milk and the foam and espresso.
Okay.
And the service of the cappuccino and the latte, they also define the equipment you use. So with the latte, we apply this glass mat. It's supposed to be having a handle to protect the temperature.
The temperature.
Exactly. As I said, if you find it not warm as you want it, you can either use it, you can warm it using the hot water from the machine straight. This protects the temperature of the coffee, because we are not supposed to serve. If it is a hot beverage, it's supposed to be served hot. If it is cold, it's supposed to be served cold. So if it is cold, I don't need to apply a warm glass, a hot glass. So as I'm warming my glass, my latte mug glass, I look for coffee, which is
generally all these kinds of are all made of coffee, right?
which one?
All what we have read is made of cappuccino.
Exactly, yes. That's why we looked at the espresso as the best. Yes. So other people prefer it to have it just plain espresso, others prefer it having it with froth, like a macchiato. Others prefer it having it with ice, this is affogato. Others prefer it having it as a latte. A little froth, then more milk.
This must be the best tea for pregnant mothers.
So I'm extracting using a single shot from the machine. As I'm extracting, I'm getting my milk ready here. The machine here we use is the automatic machine, it's preset. You have to make sure that you steam the milk. You first hiss the sound. That hissing sound creates the bubbles. When I avoid the hissing sound, I'm making the froth. And the reading temperature should be as usual, 60 degrees, not beyond 60 degrees of temperature. So this milk is ready.
You can see this one has no big foam like.
Yeah, I bang down to avoid the bubbles. Then I clean my wand for hygiene purposes as I purge. Purging means I'm allowing out the left milk into the nozzles to protect it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I bring my latte mug glass. The same as we did to cappuccino, but the difference here you are going to see is more milk.
More milk?
Yes. Biscuit as usual. On the side. The spoon to start the sugar on the side.
So our latte is ready.
That is it.
Our latte is ready, like you see. Yeah, the difference between this from the cappuccino is that this takes a big quantity of milk. Yes, and the way you can look at it, the glass is a little bit even bigger than the cup for the cappuccino. I think it's nice. The way it's looking at the glass, it's really nice. Just stay there. We are making a mocha next. For this show, we have a lot for you to make.
We've seen what an espresso is. From an espresso we got a cappuccino, from a cappuccino went straight to a latte. Now we are going to a mocha. A mocha, the difference between a mocha and a latte is drinking chocolate powder. People prefer it with chocolate. So that's why we brought chocolate, and that's why it is called mocha.
It's nothing like coffee again.
Coffee is there, coffee is always a base. Coffee is always a base. That's why it is called a cafe, mocha, or coffee, mocha. In English it's coffee, then in French it is a cafe. A cafe. So our espresso is going to be the base of it. Then one teaspoonful of chocolate powder in it. Then we stir together as we are going to see. Then we pour our milk as usual. Frost milk. What I'm doing here, I'm trying to fill in the butter filter into a butter basket, filter basket. What I'm doing here, I'm trying to tamp. Tamp helps the machine to extract straight, because the machine has the force, an internal force. When it finds it loose, it will just go through. So why we need this, as I explained earlier, we want to extract all the contents of the coffee. That's the body, that's the aroma, that's flavor, and that's the taste of it. Now it's ready to extract. I just press the espresso single button like this. So now as I'm extracting here, I'm making ready my chocolate powder. Then after that, I look into my jug, I get my fresh milk. I bring my espresso into a latte mug, or mocha mug, anything. 1 spoon full of chocolate powder. Then I stir. I mix. It's now ready. I move to steaming side of the milk. The way I did to a cappuccino or a latte. But the milk has to be really enough to create room for the bubbles and to avoid the bubbles. The milk is ready. If it is ready, I stop the machine. I bang down to avoid the bubbles. As the bubbles are settling, I clean my machine for the next exercise. It's ready. The milk has to be silk smooth, exactly. And when you are pouring, make sure that the milk comes with foam. Exactly. The mocha is ready to be served.
This is our mocha. The way you see it, it even changes colors. For those guys who will have fun for chocolate and while it has a content of chocolate in it, like you saw, there was a teaspoon of chocolate, drinking chocolate in it. It's really nice. I'll just stay watching. Our next item, we're going to make a hot chocolate. I know you'd love this, like seriously, you will love it. After espresso.
After hot chocolate, we are going to make espresso macchiato. Now, espresso macchiato is designed for those people who are really coffee lovers. They really like it because it has less milk and less froth. For those who really love coffee, who knows what coffee is, they will dive for espresso macchiato. So for now, let's go with hot chocolate. Hot chocolate on the coffee menu is the simplest to be made. I will start with milk. For this case, I will start with milk. Since there is no coffee to look at, I'll start with milk. As usual, you have to steam it. You have to steam it. The milk is ready. You will know that it's ready. It's very hot. For the hot chocolate, then you clean. After this, you get your jug, your mug, 2 teaspoonfuls of chocolate powder, yes. Then after that, you put in a dot of water
To mix.
to get it ready. Then you stir it until it is well mixed. After that, you bring your milk ready. And again you pour. It's now ready.
Okay, that's what I was talking about. That in this there's nothing like.
There's nothing like coffee. It's pure dark chocolate.
Our hot chocolate is ready. Just like you can see it here. These things look alike, but they vary in tasting. Now this one has nothing to do with coffee, and the taste is really different. Milk and the drinking chocolate. It's really tasty.
We've seen what we can make using an espresso as a base. So we are continuing with the espresso, but this time marked. That's why it is called espresso macchiato. Exactly, the same procedures. I'll start by dumping a coffee, carrying 70 grams into a portafilter.